The headline was startling: Tajikistan, the most sinful country. It leapt out at me from the page, bold and provocative, demanding attention. I couldn't help but wonder, what could possibly make a country earn such a dramatic, almost theatrical title? Was it a place of forbidden pleasures? A modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah tucked away in the heart of Central Asia? Or was there something deeper, more complex behind the label? My curiosity was instantly piqued. I found myself asking, what does sinful even mean in this context? Is it about crime, morality, or simply a clash of cultures and values? Could a single word sum up the spirit of an entire nation? Or was this just another case of sensationalist media, eager to shock rather than inform? I pictured vast deserts and remote villages, places where ancient traditions still linger. Was there really something dark and hidden here? Or was it just the unfamiliar being painted as dangerous? The more I thought about it, the more the label seemed like an exaggeration, a headline crafted to grab clicks, not to tell the truth. It felt like a story that needed to be challenged, or at least explored with open eyes. I felt a pull, a need to see for myself what lay behind the words. So I decided to go. I packed my bags, fueled by a mix of skepticism and excitement, determined to look beyond the clickbait and find the real story. As my plane soared above the clouds, I wondered what I would find. Would the reality match the reputation, or would it be something entirely different? The word sin itself is heavy, loaded with centuries of cultural baggage. What one society condemns, another might celebrate. Sin is not a universal concept. It shifts and changes depending on where you stand and what you believe. What one person sees as sin, another might see as simply living life. The boundaries are blurry, shaped by history, religion, and personal experience. My journey wasn't about hunting for sin, but about seeking understanding. I wanted to find the truths that headlines ignore, to meet real people, and hear their stories. Arriving in Dushanbe, the capital, I was greeted not by dens of iniquity, but by a city, waking gently to a crisp autumn morning. The streets were alive with the everyday rhythms of life. Vendors setting up stalls, children heading to school, and the golden light of sunrise painting everything with hope. Parks filled with families, laughter echoing through the air, and tree-lined boulevards spoke of community, resilience, and dignity. There was warmth here, a sense of belonging that defied the harsh label. The sinful label felt deeply unfair, a misjudgment that said more about the outsider's gaze than the reality on the ground. This essay is my attempt to peel back that label, to look past the headlines and explore the real Tajikistan, a place of stories, traditions, and unexpected beauty. Together, we'll travel ancient roads, listen to stories whispered by the wind, and share tea with families who open their homes to strangers. We'll discover a country shaped by history, but alive with its own unique spirit. This is the Tajikistan I found, far from the one I was told to expect. It's a place of contrasts and surprises, where the truth is far richer and far more human than any headline could ever capture. Let's take a moment to address something that often goes unsaid, yet lingers in the background whenever Tajikistan is mentioned. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room, the misconceptions and stereotypes that cloud our understanding of this nation. Much of the world's perception of Tajikistan as troubled or even sinful is rooted in misunderstood economic statistics and surface-level reports. Numbers can tell a story, but they rarely capture the full picture. Equating economic hardship with moral failing is a leap that ignores the real, lived experiences of Tajik people. Struggles with poverty or unemployment are not reflections of character, but of circumstance. The narrative shaped by spreadsheets and charts is incomplete. It overlooks the warmth, resilience, and humanity found in everyday life here. If you travel through Tajikistan, you'll discover a society deeply rooted in family values, mutual respect, and a culture of hospitality that welcomes strangers as friends. Respect for elders isn't just a tradition, it's a daily practice, visible in the small gestures, like offering a seat on a crowded bus or gathering around the table for shared meals that strengthen family bonds. Community ties are the backbone of Tajik society. In villages and cities alike, neighbors look out for one another, blurring the lines between friend and family. Faith plays a central role here. The country is predominantly Muslim, and Islam shapes not just religious life, but also the values of generosity, compassion, and unity. Yet Islam in Tajikistan is moderate and personal, coexisting harmoniously with secular traditions and modern influences. You'll see young people embracing both heritage and progress. The reality here is nuanced, a blend of old and new, faith and secularism, tradition and innovation, all woven together in daily life. The true story of Tajikistan is one of strength, dignity, and grace in the face of adversity. People here persevere, finding joy and meaning even in challenging times. As a nation, Tajikistan is navigating the complexities of post-Soviet independence with remarkable spirit, forging its own path while honoring its past. To truly understand Tajikistan, you must look beyond the headlines and statistics. See its people, its vibrant culture, and its enduring sense of community, a rich tapestry that tells the real story. The Pamir Highway, officially known as the M41, is more than just a road. It's a lifeline that threads through the heart of Central Asia, connecting remote communities and ancient cultures. It's a journey into the heavens, where the road seems to dissolve into the clouds and every mile brings you closer to the sky. Winding through the rugged Pamir Mountains, the highway climbs to dizzying altitudes, making it one of the highest and most dramatic roads on Earth. Traveling here, you feel as if you're on the very edge of the planet, with sheer cliffs dropping away and snow-capped peaks towering above, reminding you of nature's raw power. The road itself is rough and unpredictable, often battered by landslides, earthquakes, and the harsh climate. Every bump and pothole is a reminder that this is a place where nature is in charge, and the challenges are an essential part of the adventure. Around every bend, the landscape transforms. One moment you're gazing at turquoise alpine lakes shimmering in the sunlight. The next, you're crossing vast windswept plateaus or peering into deep shadowy valleys that seem to stretch forever. Here, you're not just passing through. You become part of the scenery itself, dwarfed by the immensity of the mountains and the silence of the high-altitude wilderness. Along the way, the Pamir people, renowned for their warmth and hospitality, welcome travelers as honored guests, often inviting strangers into their homes for tea and stories, sharing traditions that have endured for centuries. The Pamir Highway is more than a physical route. It's a spiritual journey, a path that connects you to something ancient and fundamental, offering moments of peace and reflection amid the vastness. Ultimately, this road stands as a testament to human endurance and the unbreakable spirit of adventure. In Tajikistan, the Pamir Highway is not just a way to get from one place to another. It's the beating heart of exploration, challenge, and discovery. Walking through Tajikistan is walking in legend's footsteps. Once a Silk Road crossroads, it was where cultures and religions converged. History is etched in ruins, crafts, and the diverse faces of Tajik people. The ancient city of Penjikent, the Pompeii of Central Asia, was a Sogdian hub. Its ruins reveal temples, markets, and frescoes of a cosmopolitan world. The fortress of Hisar evokes the grandeur of the Emirate of Bukhara. Tajikistan's history is a living presence, informing art, music, and worldview. Understanding this past is key to appreciating the proud, resilient nation. It's a history that deserves celebration. Dushanbe, meaning Monday, is a city of surprises. It's the heart of Tajikistan, with a unique rhythm. The city boasts wide avenues, parks, and fountains, softened by Tajik warmth. The Ismoili Somoni Monument and a towering flagpole showcase national pride. But Dushanbe's charm lies in the Green Bazaar, a sensory explosion. The National Museum offers a journey through Tajik history. Parks like Rudaki Park are spaces for community and contemplation. Evenings reveal modern cafes and restaurants buzzing with energy. Dushanbe blends tradition and modernity, a symbol of Tajik resilience. It's a city that welcomes you with hope. If mountains are Tajikistan's backbone, its people are its soul. Tajik hospitality is genuine, a sacred duty known as memandost. To be a guest is to be honored, whether in a city apartment or mountain yurt. This warmth is spontaneous, as I found in a Fan Mountains village. A woman invited me for tea and bread, a moment of pure kindness. Family is the cornerstone of society, extending to the wider community. I was invited to a family dinner, a joyous affair of laughter and food. This generosity counters the country's misleading reputation. Tajiks are proud of their heritage, language, and homeland. Meeting them reminds you of the fundamental goodness connecting us all. Beyond landscapes and hospitality, Tajikistan is full of surprises. The Fedchenko Glacier, the longest outside polar regions, is a natural wonder. Mountains cover 93% of the country, a vast network of rivers and lakes. Tajikistan is a water tower for Central Asia, crucial to its economy. Tajiks are Persian-speaking, connecting them to Iran and Afghanistan. This cultural identity makes Tajikistan a fascinating regional outlier. Dushanbe's transformation from a market village to a capital is remarkable. The city reflects immense change, a dynamic story of modernization. These facts reshape your understanding of Tajikistan's character. Tajik food reflects its land and history, hearty and communal. Plov, or ash, is the king of cuisine, a cultural institution. Bread or naan holds sacred status, shared at every meal. Kuritab and sherbo are national favorites, warming and rustic. Green tea is the social lubricant, flowing through conversations. Festivals like Navruz showcase Tajik food and hospitality. Sumalak, a sweet pudding, is a communal affair, symbolizing rebirth. These traditions offer a real flavor of the country's heart. To taste them is to understand Tajikistan's soul. It's a cuisine of nourishment, community, and tradition, a reflection of the country's warmth and history. Our journey through Tajikistan reveals a nation of beauty and humanity. We've traveled the Pamir Highway, walked the Silk Road, and felt Dushanbe's pulse. The Sinful label is a deep injustice to a country of strength and warmth. The real Tajikistan is a place of wonder, not vice. This essay is a glimpse, a postcard from an extraordinary land. The true story must be experienced, in taste, sound, and awe. If these stories spark wonder, learn more about Tajik culture. Consider traveling to Tajikistan, supporting local communities. Choose curiosity over judgment, connection over division. Tajikistan awaits, a country to be discovered, not judged. Your journey to the roof of the world is just beginning.